Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So for today's tutorial I wanted to do a more dramatic prom look. Proms for me do really start tomorrow. I have a couple girls for prom. So I really just wanted to do a nice bright inner halo look with a nice wing, very trendy for prom girls and high school girls. If you would like to learn how I achieve this look, please keep watching. If you liked what you saw, you know the deal. Give it a big thumbs up below, subscribe below, comment below. If you have any requests for future videos, go ahead and leave that down in the comment section below as well. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will see you at the end. Bye. So it feels so good to be back in front of my lights and everything. I have not filmed in a couple weeks. It's completely unintentional. I didn't mean to not film, but I've just been so crazy. But I have a bunch of new products with me here, so I want to try out some of them. So first I'm going to fill in my brows. So I actually just bought the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz in the shade Chocolate. Chocolate was just never one of the shades that I had, and it is actually like the perfect shadow color, or like, I don't want to call it a shadow because it's not a shadow. Like, it's not technically a shadow, but like it looks like there's a shadow underneath my brows and just gives the illusion of them being just a little bit fuller. Because you know when you look at those photos and like the part that's filled in is definitely a little bit lighter than the brow hairs. That's kind of the look that I was going for, and I finally found the color to achieve that. Next, I'm going to take my Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Powder Duo palette, and I am just going to pick up on the shade Ebony and like the darker part of it, and just in very tiny hair-like strokes, just mimic my hairs. Next, I'm going to take my Tarte Shape Tape in light neutral, and I'm just going to clean up right around my brows. Next, I'm going to take the same Tarte Shape Tape and apply it to my eyelids, and then with a damp beauty blender I am just going to blend it all out. Then, as always, I am going to take my Laura Mercier translucent setting powder to set my eyelid. Next, I am going to take my Morphe 35F palette. So I'm going to take my Sigma E40 blending brush and this mauve shade right here, and starting on the outer corners of my eyes in circular motions, this is where I'm going to focus the majority of the color, and back towards my brow bone. And I'm going to take a MAC 217 brush and the same color, and I'm just going to pat it on my inner portions of my eyes. And then with the darker shade I'm going to do the exact same thing but not go as far to the end. I'm going to start on my outer corners and just push it, leaving the center of my eye blank. I'm going to do the same thing to the inner portions of my eyes. And then again with the same brush I'm just going to blend. Then with my Kylie Cosmetics Burgundy palette, I'm going to pick up on the color Almond and a Morphe R39 brush. And I'm just going to keep this below my crease, but still on the outer and inner corners. Sometimes I feel like it's easier if you look away. Now, just because I really want the center of my eye bare for this next part, like all of this over here I want to just clean up, I'm going to go back in with my Tarte Shape Tape, and just from the top of my eye to the bottom in the center, I am going to blend this out. Next, I'm going to take my MAC 239 brush and this shade right here, which is kind of like a light cool tone champagne color, and I'm just going to press it right on top of that concealer that I just applied. And then I'm going to go in with that brush that I applied the almond with and just, with no added product, press the edges. Next, I am going to use this Stila Diamond Dust Magnificent Metals liquid eyeshadow, and I am going to place it right in the center of my lid. This is new, I've never used these before, so Let's see. I'm just gonna take a brush and kind of blend it. Yeah, so it's definitely more vibrant. And it dries pretty quickly. And honestly, I'm just going to create a little bit more drama and add the black with a Sigma E45 small tapered like eyeshadow brush. And just add it on the very ends of my outer corners, just because I really like how, like, when I'm going to add the eyeliner, the outer corners are smoked out a little bit. Yeah, definitely don't worry about making it perfect, because you're going to go back in with like a makeup remover wipe and just clean up all those edges. Next, I am going to take a makeup remover wipe and just wipe away all of this fallout and just craziness on the ends. Next, while I was in MAC, they convinced me to buy this Brush Black brushstroke liner. So it looks like this. It has a felt tip. Yeah, I guess I'm going to line my eyes with this. Oh, I like this. It's very soft. My Tarte one is definitely like a harder tip. Okay, next, this isn't really a new product, but I have never tried the Fix Plus in a scent. So this is the MAC Prep and Prime Coconut Fix Plus. So I'm just going to spray it all over my face to prep it. Oh my gosh, I want to shower in this. Like, wear it as a perfume. Wow. That's nice. Next, I'm going to take the Goody Co. Dream Serum and use it to prep my face as well. Next, I'm going to take my Smashbox Pore Minimizing Primer and put it in the areas where I tend to have larger pores. So this next product I am so excited to try because I've been using Clarisonic in my skincare regimen the last 6 months or so, probably since Christmas time. And I just recently heard that they were coming out with this new foundation brush, and I was lucky enough to have them send it to me, so thank you, Clarisonic. But regardless, I am just super intrigued and I haven't tried this yet, so I really want to see how it works and kind of give you guys my honest opinion. So first, just because I normally like to use the same like beauty blender sponge that I use for my illuminizers underneath my skin and whatnot as my foundation, so I want to try to do the same thing, so just so that all of like the illuminizing products do still stay in here and my foundation doesn't cover them completely and it kind of mixes in with it. So first I am going to take my MAC Pink Light Strobe Cream, and I don't really know what the best way to apply this is, if it's going to be like apply it straight to the brush or straight to my skin. But I am going to first start off by applying it straight to my skin, and I'll try it with the foundation, like first on my skin and then on the brush. But for now, let's just... So I am going to turn on my Clarisonic and blend this all in. That was nice. Like, I didn't find anything negative about that experience. One thing that I will say as far as using the Clarisonic goes, and I use the same type of technique when I do my skincare, is that you don't want to be pushing it on your skin like real hard. You want to let it like go right above your skin. This way the vibrations and the tip is what really moves it around, because if you go like this, nothing's moving. So now I'm going to do my foundation. On one side I'm going to apply my foundation to my face directly and see how it blends out, and then on the other side I'm going to apply the foundation to the brush directly and just see which side I like better. So for my foundation, I am going to take the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Stick Foundation in the shade Y315. So when I apply this foundation in particularly with a beauty blender, I like applying it to the beauty blender first and then using the beauty blender to blend it out, just because, I don't know, I feel like this gets a little too cakey on me if I apply it directly to my skin, but that's why we are going to try this out. So I applied that to that side of my face, and we are going to blend this out again. Okay, so I might have put too much of the foundation on my face. Before I blend it out extra, I am going to apply some of this to the tip of the brush, and I'm just going to see like what the difference is. Okay, so I might have applied too much to the brush as well. And this color is probably too light for me, so great. Okay, I'm gonna be completely honest. Regardless that this isn't my shade, I either used too much product or nothing just compares to the Beauty Blender. So I'm gonna zoom you in. And you can see that it's like streaky and like I would never ever go out like that. So my whole thing is that if I'm gonna use something other than the Beauty Blender, it better provide a more flawless application, and this doesn't. So I probably won't be using the Clarisonic foundation brush, but I will still use it for my skincare because I love it for my skincare. But so now I have to go back in with my Beauty Blender and blend it all out. The other thing is that I feel like it just doesn't pick up product like the sponges do. Okay, now that I finally got that all blended out, I am going to go back in with my Tarte Shape Tape, and I am going to conceal and highlight. So I'm going to go down the bridge of my nose, underneath my eyes, right underneath my nose, down the bridge of my nose, on the tip of my nose, between my brows, and in the center of my forehead. There was way too much product right there. And on my chin. And this says it's light neutral, but it's definitely looking more yellow to me. So I'm going to take my damp Beauty Blender and blend it out. I want to give the Clarisonic one more shot with my Soleil Tan de Chanel. Okay, I like it. Maybe I just put too much product on for the foundation because I didn't know what to expect. Alright, so that wasn't terrible with the Clarisonic. I am, just because I'm neurotic and I need to go over everything with the Beauty Blender. But honestly, it's not even as streaky as the foundation was. So I will probably give it another shot, but with a lot less product. Next, I'm going to go back in with my Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder. And I'm just going to press it underneath my eyes so that that doesn't crease. And then I'm also going to go over my skin with a light layer of the Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder. Next, I got these new number 7 bronzers. So I think I'm gonna try the darker one, which is caramel, and then the lighter one is golden sand. But I think right now I want to go a little bit more with the caramel to kind of get my base to match my body a little bit more. So I'm going to take my Sigma F20 brush. Now I've never tried this before, as you can tell it is untouched, so this is going to be a first impression. I hope I like it better than I liked the Too Faced bronzer. So the color's actually really nice. I am a sucker for like a beautiful matte bronzer, just because I like to add like my illuminizers anyways. But I'm gonna go over it almost like again with my smaller brush to see how it layers and like if it's buildable, because the Too Faced one wasn't at all and I hated that. Next, I'm going to take my Sigma F40 large angled contour brush and just further define my cheekbones so it doesn't get muddy. So you can definitely build this product. Wow, that's great to know. At least this shade. I'm not sure what the other shade's going to be like. Alright, now I'm going to contour my nose because the center of my face literally has no dimension at all with this e.l.f. 201 brush. Next, I am going to go in and bake. I'm going to go right up against my nose contour and underneath my eyes, on my chin, underneath my cheekbones, and in the center of my forehead. and down the bridge of my nose. Next, I am going to apply my Ardell Faux Mink 811 lashes. And then I am going to apply a coat of mascara just to marry my false and real lashes together. And I'm just going to go back in with the shade Almond from the Kylie Cosmetics Burgundy palette. And I'm going to rim my lower lash line. Next, I'm just going to wipe away the rest of the setting powder. And just because I don't want to lose all of the bronziness from when I applied the setting powder, I'm just going to go lightly over the perimeters of my face. Next, I'm going to take this number 7 Peach Velvet Blush. So I'm going to start it on the apples of my cheeks and extend it back towards my temples. And then I'm also going to sweep it in the hollows of my cheeks as well. And then another new product I am going to try for the first time is the BH Cosmetics Spotlight Highlight Palette. And this is what it looks like on the inside. Wait, let me just adjust my exposure so you guys can better see the colors. Okay, so first I'm going to pick up on the color Dream. And let's see how this... Oh, it's pretty. Oh, this even has a mirror. How nice! I didn't even notice. Then I'm going to take that Dream shade again and just highlight my inner corners and my brow bone. Now I'm going to take my MAC Extend Play and add a coat of mascara to my bottom lashes. Next, I'm going to take my Anastasia Beverly Hills Clear Brow Gel and comb through these bad boys. And now I am going to go back in with this gorgeous bottle of Coconut Fix Plus and just spray and set my face. Oh my god, it's such a problem that it smells that good because I never want to stop spraying. Next, I'm going to line my lips with the MAC Whirl Lip Liner. Then I'm going to take the Buxom Buff Lip Foundation. And then I am going to top it all off with the Kim Kardashian West and Kylie Cosmetics collaboration shade in Kimberly. And that concludes this look. I really hope you guys enjoyed. If you liked what you saw, you know the deal. Give it a big thumbs up below, subscribe below, comment below. If you have any requests for future videos, go ahead and leave that down in the comment section below as well. I will see you guys next time, and thank you so much for stopping by.